Hello, my name is Charles from IHMG Creations. Thank you for downloading this resource. This is a quick tutorial on how to access the digital portion, as well as some ideas of how you can use it effectively in your distance learning classroom. When you download the PDF file, you're going to go to page 3, and these are some important links for you. So there is the Google Slides link, which we're going to talk about in just a moment. This is the tutorial that you're watching now. There is a book study tutorial for the students, as well as the student financial goal portion. There's a tutorial there. And then if you can't read this book with your students, or if they don't have access to the book, then here's a YouTube read aloud that I did for you to share with your students so they can have access to the book. So when you're ready, click on the link there. It's going to ask you to make a copy. Please go ahead and do this, because when you do that, it's going to give you your own copy of this presentation. So once you make that copy, you can make changes and edits. You can add content. You can change questions. You can rearrange slides, and you can also isolate slides that I'm going to show you how to do later on in this video. So once you get your document, then you can start exploring. So once again, here's that YouTube link in the other tutorials. So there's 3 portions to this resource. The first portion is a book study. So these are basic reading comprehension type of questions for your students to answer. Anytime your student sees a blue shaded in box, they just need to put their cursor in and start typing response. Because it's on Google, it will automatically save it for you, or for them as well. So there's some comprehension questions, there's cause and effect, there is the sequence map, and then this is kind of a fun thing here, because the whole story is about saving up change to buy the mother of the narrator a new chair. So it just talks about what would they like to buy for somebody else. Then there is a story elements activity for them to complete there. There is a goods and services activity, so that brings in some economics into the activity, so goods and services. Then there are some math activities that you can assign to your students, and some word problems. So for the word problems, they just click right here in the box to type in their answer. So those are the first 2 sections, the book study and the math. Then there is an opportunity for the students to create their own short-term financial goal. So this is the personal financial literacy component. So this is a great time for them to think about something that they would like to buy that they could save up for in a year. So usually between $50 and $100 is the item that they're going to be saving for. So they just replace their name here and then put what they want to buy. And then there's 4 parts to the plan. So the first part is making their choice. The second part is identifying 3 ways that they can earn income to save for their goal. The third part is where they identify a couple midpoint incentives. So this could be something like, hypothetically, if they were to save $50, then they get to spend $5 to keep them going. So incentives are a good way to keep people motivated. And then the final part talks about once they reach their goal, if they continue to earn income, who could they donate some of their earnings to? So that gets into the philanthropy discussion. So that is just a quick 4-part financial goal activity. And then after that, we get into the answer key. And so these are just sample answers. Try to encourage your students to write good, complete sentences and use text evidence when possible. And here's the answers to the math as well. I would encourage you to create your own short-term financial goal and share that with your students, and that's going to give students an insight to you in a different, fun, and engaging way. So I would encourage you to do your own short-term financial goal and share that with your students. Now, I'm going to demonstrate now how to isolate certain and specific slides if you want to break this up into different pieces. So let's say that you just wanted to do the book study. So what you would do is you would highlight all of the slides that deal with the book study. Once you have those highlighted, go to File, make a copy, and just of the selected slides. So then you could call this Mama's Chair Book Study, or whatever you wanted to call it. And so that's going to create a brand new document that is just those slides. From here, you could easily assign this to Google Classroom or some other way. If you haven't been using Google Classroom, I would highly encourage you to try it out. If you have any questions on how to get started, please email me and I can walk you through that process. So then you have just the tiles or the slides right there. And then if you wanted to change some of these questions, if you don't like the way they're worded, if you want to adjust for your higher or your lower students, please feel free to make edits at this point. So if you have any questions, comments, or ideas on how about this resource or ways to make it better to improve, please contact me by emailing me at ihmgcreations@gmail.com. If you have any other needs for your distance learning classroom that I might be able to help with, please contact me and I will see if we can, if I can get that created for you. If not, thank you once again for supporting my store. Have a great rest of your school year and good luck.